It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and moving on with our Euros special game that we're playing with Best of British Beer. We have a chart. I'm numbering the beers. bestofbritishbeer.co.uk. Check them out. There's a link in the description box of this video if you want to order this box and play along. So this is going to be, I'll be very quick with this because I've already mentioned it. This is going to be beer number 2. Let me put it up here as well. Right, that is beer number 2. Jock, 80 shilling beer. So on my card here, this is going to be Group A, beer number 2. There we go. So what we're going to do next is we're going to rate the beer. We're going to give it like what we think are a 10. And then the beer with the highest score from the England versus Scotland, because they're both, well, this is a Scottish beer. We just reviewed a Lancashire Amber Ale from Lancashire, England. And then we'll put the winner go through to the next group. Does that make, am I making a bit of a fuss about this? Am I getting my kind of words all mangled up? So, for argument's sake, beer number 1 was a 7.5. So, black bottle cap. This is Broughton Brewery in Scotland, 4.4% ABV, Jock, and it's an 80 shilling beer. Whoa, look at that carbonation on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass then. Yes, look at this. So I had to give it a bit of a rigorous pour towards the back end of the pour there, just to create a head on the beer. We've got a 1 finger slightly off-white head that looks like it wants to dissipate quite quickly. There's good levels of carbonation in the beer. It's a dark amber looking beer from Scotland. I do like this brewery. I think this brewery produce some wonderful beers, really wonderful beers. I think it's their Jock, the Wee Heavy, that I really like. I think it's a fantastic beer. So clear, there's no sediment in here, there's no kind of bits and pieces floating around in the bottom of the glass. Let's get the aroma then. It's got this kind of like raspberry tart sort of aroma, like a dark fruit aromas from the hops in the beer. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of malty sweetness coming through. This smells pretty good. It does, it smells pretty good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Bit thin. Now, as this is a versus battle, now bearing in mind, I've just reviewed a Lancashire Amber Ale from Lancashire Brewery at 3.6% ABV. And if you watch that video, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. And I talked about, for a low ABV, how good the mouthfeel was. The mouthfeel was incredible for a 3.6% ABV beer, but not this. This is nearly a whole % higher, so they've had to use a lot more malt in this particular beer to produce the same ABV. What I'll do, I'll just run and quickly grab a bottle. One of the golden rules of filming, never leave the camera, and I just did. So this is the Lancashire Amber that I'm putting it up against. Group 1, it was 3.6% ABV. The beer's gone in my tummy, and it just had more body. It had much more body than this Broughton beer, which is a bit of a shame really, because I really like Broughton Brewery. I've had some fantastic beers from Broughton Brewery in the past, but this maybe this is their entry level beer. Maybe this is the beer that they brew cheaply to, when I mean cheaply, I don't mean like, you know, just getting the price right. Getting the price right so people, like an entry level beer for Broughton Brewery. The beer that most people can afford to buy and try from Broughton Brewery. Then you might try the wee heavy, the Jock, the Jock beer, I can't remember the name of it. That's really good. This is a little bit buttery, a little bit thin. You're just getting quite a bit of caramel malt coming through. And if I'm honest, not much else. It's not overly sweet over here. It's not overly sweet, it's not overly bitter. It's just like this. The beer's on a trajectory. It's like just this one flavour. It's like this one flavour of like, it's a little bit peppery, it's a little bit spicy, it's a little bit buttery, it's a little bit kind of like, it doesn't have diacetyl in the taste. I'd like to kind of mop that up in brewing terms. I'd like to kind of like get that out of the way, but there's no diacetyl in the beer. It's just got this kind of like buttery smoothness in the beer that tastes a little bit synthetic. It's slightly kind of synthetic flavour, and that's only because I've just reviewed the Lancashire Amber, which was fantastic for body. So this wee Jock 80 shilling is not gonna win this battle, unfortunately. It looks like it's dropping out. Wee Jock is an iconic session ale from Scotland's original craft brewery, smooth and malty with a toffee nose and spicy aftertaste. Wee Jock is a beer to enjoy at home or with the mates. Crack open the banter with a cheeky Wee Jock. Slants. Cheers. So I got my pen. The Lancashire Bomber had a 7.5. I think this is coming in, unfortunately, at a 6. I'm going to be honest, it's coming in at a 6 out of 10. So, beer number 2 from Group A is dropping out. So the winner... So the winner, I need to take this forward now, don't I, into here. So the winner of Group A is beer number 1. And it was 7.5. So tomorrow now we'll do Group B. And then those two beers will go up into Group B there, and then the winner, numbered beer, whatever number it gets, will then go. So we'll be able to quite quickly here work out which is the finalist beer here and the runner-up. Quite an interesting thing. Quite an interest, and there's stuff on the back as well. I'll tell you how to do it. Appearance, swirl, swallow, mouthfeel. It's quite an interesting thing here. Quite an interesting thing. So yes, thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.